Good morning from the north. Been doing this YouTube thing for a couple of years and looking around, and it takes a couple of years of playing with this before you start to see the seasonal ups and downs, and uh, and then you go back in time and you start looking at the trends, and you see where FishTube was really hot, and you line up all the dates, and it all starts to make sense really. Basically, we got ourselves a community of people who love fish that all watch everyone's fish tube videos. Um, right now, dead summer. Okay, so like you're not getting all the other. Only the diehards are watching right now, right? Like everybody's traffic is down. Everybody's subscriber count is it's not going up as quickly as it was in say December, right? You're all seeing that. I'm definitely seeing it. I'm not just seeing it on my channel. I'm going around to everyone else's channels and looking too. I'm looking at guys with like 1.6 million subs, barely pulling off 500 views right now. Okay. But you know what I also see? This is where you go around and you'll see who's using um, bot farms from the other side of the world to boost their channel. This is where you'll see it. And anyone who's like getting thousands of views right now is probably using a bot farm. Like within a 24 to 48 hour period. The honest guys that don't use bot farms, okay, that have 1.6 million subs and are very, very well known, are struggling right now to get 500 views in a 24 to 48 hour period. So that those guys who were doing really well, because they got bumped through COVID till basically um, the last election in the States. Okay. And then they noticed something changed. And I'll tell you what that is. Okay. These guys are running around thinking their lives are made and they're going to keep making $17,000 a video, but that's over. You might get one of those every now and then, but the frequency that you were getting, you were scoring like that, it's gone. And you know why it's gone? Because the past American administration, the one that's just left, they put $360 billion taxpayer money into social media companies for the purpose of paying um, creators throughout the pandemic. And that money has been turned off. That money has been turned off. And there were stipulations to that money. If your channel was, had the right buzzwords and um, was considered, you know, on the political left, you got paid. And if you were in the other direction, they were instructed not to use that money to pay you. So that's why you'll see some creators were just getting paid large the last 5 years, while others almost didn't get noticed. But the money that was paying is all, it's gone now. The only money left is the actual advertiser money, which is not as big. It's still big, but you take $360 billion out of the equation. That was evenly divvied out to, tens of or hundreds of thousands of creators, right? Uh, yeah, the good times are over. You know, some of these guys, have gone out with their fame, attracted mates that are half their age, made commitments, and lived the high life like a rock star, but it's all coming to an end. It's all, I don't know. I don't know. Why would anyone, I mean, I guess you could, there's reasons why someone would want to say, be with someone half their age, but I can't even stand being around people half my age anymore. So I can't, like, if I was to say date and marry a 25-year-old, she'd drive me nuts. She'd drive me nuts. I, and what? She's not going to be there with me in 10 years. Are you freaking serious? You're going to rapidly age and she's going to be gone like the wind. She's with you because she thought you were rich. You pretended to be rich. YouTube made you temporarily rich, and it's all going away. And the house of cards is falling. Kind of feel sorry for people who got caught up in that. I do this to educate people, share my experiences, and have some fun. Maybe it'll pay one of my bills every couple of months. Am I going to, even if I scored large on a couple of videos, do you think I'm going to stake my life on YouTube and then try and be a rock star and live like one and think it's going to last? Those times are over. Get ready. There's an economic storm coming like you've never seen before in your lifetime, and YouTube is not going to get you through it. You need plan B. You need it quick.